arithmetic rules. So, am I audible clearly to you? My voice is breaking. Let me know, students.
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
you
ma'am,
are
you are.
audible.
Okay. So, I'm giving you a quick revision of all the 5 rules that we have learned in our previous lecture. So, the first rule was each alphabet takes only one number from 0 to 9. That means that if we have assigned A is equals to 5, then B can be any number from 0 to 9, but B cannot be 5. So if we have assigned A equals to 5, then any other alphabet must not be assigned that value. Rule number 2. Carryover can be maximum 1 when we will add 2 numbers. Carryover will be maximum value 2 when we will add 3 numbers, and maximum 3 when we will add 4 numbers. We did not that 9 plus 9 that equals to 18. So maximum carryover value can be 1 in that case. Rule number 3. Sum of two same numbers must be an even number. Sum of two same numbers must be an even number. Both the numbers, this is only applicable when both the numbers are in units place. If they are in hundreds, thousands, etc., this is not, rule is not going to be applicable. So two numbers, same numbers, if they are in unit place, then their sum would be an even number. Rule number 4. If A plus B that equals to A, we understood that B is equals to 0. If A and B are in units place, but if they are in tens, hundreds or thousands place, at that time value of B could be 0 or 9. If A plus B is equals to A, then value of B, if it is at tens, hundreds or thousands place, that would be equal to 0 or 9. And rule number 5. Addition of two numbers with n digits. If the result is n plus 1 digit, then the leftmost digits must be equal to 1. Okay, we'll see this with the help of one example. I'm solving one out. Other one would be solved by you. Then I will explain you. You can verify your answer with me. That is how we'll go with this one. So the example is 2 plus 4. That we are getting is OUT, out. Okay. Now, rule number 5 is applicable over here. Addition of two numbers with n digits is getting a result n plus 1 digit. Then the leftmost digit must be equal to 1. So that here we can conclude that from rule number 5 we can say that O is equals to 1. Because T plus G that is equals to U. And this is one carry over from this place. Okay. Addition of two numbers will yield a carryover of maximum 1. So rule 2, the constraint satisfied. So value of O we get over here is equal to 1. So now substitute the value. One plus 1, we get value of T is equals to 2. Sum of two same numbers, if they are in unit place, we would get an even number. Rule number 3, constraint satisfied. Done. T is equals to 2. Substituting the value of T, we get the equation 2 plus G that is equals to U. And this U must be greater than 10. So we can write like this: 2 plus G that could be U plus 10. Why? Because even if value of U is equals to 0, then we also can have here value of U is equals to 0. 1 would be a carryover from this place. So now then how to find the value of G and U? We can go for start using trial and error method. So let's see that what if I substitute the value of G that is equals to 9. Okay. So substituting value of G is equals to 9. Suppose, okay, this is the supposition. G is equals to 9. 2 plus 9 is equals to U plus 10. Okay. I get 11 over here. Okay. 2 plus 9. I get 11. This is not possible because if 2 plus 9, here you get 11. There is a 1 carryover. But this value 1 is not possible. This will lead to a conflict with my value of O. 1 is already assigned to O. So this is not possible. So value of G that is equals to 9 is not possible. Okay. So now what shall be done? So 2 plus G that is equals to U plus 10. Now let's suppose the value of G is 8. So 2 plus 8 here I get is 10. Okay. So 2 and 8 here we get 0. 1 is carryover. Okay, that is fine with us. Because 0 is not assigned to any other alphabet. And value of U can be any number from 0 to 9 except the one which is assigned. So value of G that is equals to 8 and value of U that is equals to 0 that is also valid. Just a second. So 2 plus 8 that is equals to 10 that we can have as a constraint satisfied. So value of U we get 0. 1 carryover is also generated and this value of U is equals to 0 and G is equals to 8 is not getting conflicted with any other value of other alphabet. That is why now we have all values. O is equals to 1, P is equals to 2, G is equals to 8 and U is equals to 0. So this is what will be asked to you in exam. Any query with this? Anybody? Any query?
No.
Okay. So I'm giving you one more example. 5 minutes I give you to solve it. Then after what we will do, I will solve on this whiteboard and you can verify the answer. Okay. Question is, assume value of E equal to 5. Okay, 5 minutes you have solved this one.
Done.
कर रही हूँ, एक मिनट आगम। ओके चलो स्टार्ट कर रही हूँ, मैं एक्सप्लेन करूँगा, ठीक है। अब मैं यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर रही हूँ वैल्यू ऑफ ई 5 प्लस एल 5 और यहाँ पे टी है, ठीक है, ए एल एन। फिर दिस इज द सिनेरियो। अब ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड, व्हाट आई ऑलवेज यूज इज I always suppose the first case that there is a carryover from this place to this, because यहाँ पे हमारे लिए बहुत easily कहना है कि L value could be equals to 0, okay, or it can be 1 if there is a carryover from this place to this place, okay। दूसरी चीज यहाँ पे देखो 5 plus t is equals to L, okay, वो हम पहले बाद में डिस्कस करते हैं, बट नाउ यहाँ पे अगर आप सपोज करो कि आपको 5 प्लस 5 एल की वैल्यू 0 मिलती है, ओके, सो फर्स्ट दिस केस कंसिडर करते हैं। तो मैं यहाँ पे लिखती हूँ 0, यहाँ पे 0, ये पॉसिबल नहीं है, दिस वैल्यू 0 इज नॉट पॉसिबल, बिकॉज टू हैव दिस वैल्यू इज इक्वल्स टू 0 मुझे टी की वैल्यू भी 5 करनी पड़ेगी, वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं है, बिकॉज ई की वैल्यू 5 है, अगर मैं टी की वैल्यू 5 करती हूँ ये चीज तो होगी नहीं, कंफ्लिक्ट होगा। तो L कैनॉट बी इक्वल टू 0। अब हम लोग ये अज्यूम किया कि कैरी ओवर है, तो L की वैल्यू यहाँ पे 5 + 5 10 + 1 दैट इज इक्वल टू 11। अब ये रख के देखते हैं, तो यहाँ पे L की वैल्यू 1, ओके, 5 + 5 और 10 आपका यहाँ 5 + 5 10 + 1 11, तो 1 यहाँ पे और 1 यहाँ पे होगा इस प्लेस से इस प्लेस तक कैरी ओवर, ठीक है। देन यहाँ पे 5 + 3 और यहाँ पे आपका आना चाहिए समेशन 1, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे इक्वेशन में ऐसा लिख सकती हूँ दैट 5 + 3 must be greater than 10, okay, it cannot be 10, it should be greater than 10, क्योंकि अगर 10 आया तो यहाँ पे 0 होगा और वो कंफ्लिक्ट करेगा, तो वो पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है। इस केस में क्या करेंगे हम लोग, यहाँ पे t must be greater than 5, okay, start with trial and error। t वैल्यू 6 से स्टार्ट करते, ग्रेटर देन 5 वैल्यू तो 6, तो मैं t की वैल्यू 6 सब्स्टिट्यूट करती हूँ, तो 5 + 6 आई गेट 1, 1 इज कैरी ओवर हियर, ओके, यहाँ पे तो ये सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है मेरा हर एक कंस्ट्रेन यहाँ पे। अब L की वैल्यू 1 फिक्स हो गई, 6 की t की वैल्यू 6 फिक्स हो गई। अब यहाँ पे मैं t की वैल्यू 6 सब्स्टिट्यूट करती हूँ, L की वैल्यू 1, ठीक है, तो 6 + 1 7 + 1 a की वैल्यू 8। तो इस तरीके से मुझे E = 5 से मैंने शुरू किया था, फिर आई गॉट L = 1, देन T = 6 and then A = 8। ये आगम क्या डाउट था? 177 क्या डाउट था? क्या डाउट था इसमें? ठीक है, एक और एग्जांपल करो, चलो अगर ये वेरीफाई हो गया है तो एक और एग्जांपल करते हैं। 177 माइक का ऑन करके बोलो तो सही, कहाँ अटके थे? क्या चैट में डाल, चलो ये क्वेश्चन करो। योर प्लस यू दैट इज इक्वल टू हार्ट, ओ की वैल्यू अज्यूम करो 4 और बाकी सारे अल्फाबेट्स की वैल्यू सर्च करो। 5 मिनट्स दे रही हूँ, सॉल्व करो। फाइव मिनट्स एंड योर प्लस यू इज इक्वल टू हार्ट, इसका सॉल्यूशन आ जाना चाहिए, बहुत इजी है। Okay, I'm explaining you this example. See, we start with O is equals to 4. Question? Anybody? Who asked the question? Okay, I'm starting. See, rule number 5. Addition of n digits. Addition of two numbers with n digits. If it is resulting in n plus 1 digit, then the leftmost digit is 1. So h, according to the rule 5, we get is equals to 1. Now think when h will be 1, there is one carryover from this place to this place. That is why we got h. Now we don't have anything over here. So how, what will be the value of y so that we can get carryover generated over here? So we can assume that y would be equal to 9, and 9, there would be some carryover from this place to this place, because alone if the value of y that is equals to 9, that is not going to work. So y plus 1, that will result in the value equals to 10. So 10, here we get the value of e is equals to 0 and y is equals to 9. Just a second, students. So we get the value of e that is equal to 0, because see, one carry over from this to this place. So 9, okay, y 9 alone cannot be the thing, because here y plus something that is equals to e. So there is a carryover. So 9 plus 1, 10. So 0 over here and 1 would be the carryover, so that all constraints are satisfied. I substitute this values into the equation back. So I get 9, 4, u r plus 9, 4, u 1, 1, 0, a r t. Now value of a, some people would directly go for telling that value of a that is equals to 3. So value of a could be here I don't know what's happening. So a could be 3. Okay. Now, first thing we need to consider over here is that I always consider that what if there is a carryover over from this place to this? We consider that here there is a one carryover from this place to this. Then 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 9, we get value of a is equals to 4. So this is not possible because it will conflict with o is equals to 4. So value of a is equals to 4 is not possible. So now we are sure over here that there is no carryover from this place to this place. And we can write value of A equal to 3. That we can now confirm. So substituting the value of A is equals to 3 over here. Okay. Now we are supposed to find the value of U, R and T. Okay. Here we have equation that U plus 4 that is equals to R and R is less than 9. Why I showed you the example that here there is going to be a carryover or not, because I just want to make sure that value of R is greater than 10 or less than 10. And now I am sure that the value of R is less than 9. So start with trial and error. Okay. What if I substitute the value of U as A? So 8 plus 4, I get value of R is equals to 12. Not possible, less than 9. Okay, so this is not. Value of U could not be 8. 7. 7 plus 4, we get 11. Not possible. Value that is should be less than 9. 6 plus 4, 10. Not possible. Should be less than 9. Then 5. 5 plus 4 that is equals to 9. Not possible. Conflict with Y. R could not be 9. So then we get 4 we cannot have. It is already assigned to O. 3 we cannot have. It is already assigned to A. So 2 plus 4 we get R that is equals to 6. So this is here the constraint are satisfied. So we get the value of U that is equals to 2 and R that is equals to 6. Substitute these values in this equation now. We get value of T that is equals to 8. So no conflict is there. Understood, students? This is how you go on finding the values. Okay. I'll give you one assignment, my written notes for this one, so that you can refer it out in during your examination for this. An example assignment for your practice, so that it can be practiced out. Okay. I'm stop presenting now. Let's keep this lecture until now. From the next lecture, we will start a new topic, that is knowledge representation. So I'll hope I will be able to complete on time. Any questions? If no questions, then students can leave the lecture.